These are secretly ninjas.
Yeah. So have you been sort of, you're very much into the cause now and going to sort of work a lot around it, or not particularly?
And what amuses me is seeing art, seeing media, seeing content, which is a dirty word for art, affect real change.
Steady.
Pardon me?
We are ready.
We're ready whenever you are. If you can just say who you are and what you're working on in Poland.
I'm Jolanta Kwaśniewska. I was First Lady of Poland since 1995 till 2005. I started to be really involved in the project Stop Human Trafficking. And this is my goal. This is something very important. And since this time I started to push Polish politicians, the parliamentarian groups, our government and our president to sign a European Convention against human trafficking. And it happened. When you'll be strong, and we will be so determined as I was, everything is possible.
How do you get the public involved? Because in the end, we are very few. You really need the public to take the initiative. Justin, you want to say about your program?
Yeah, when I made this film, Call+Response, the film's called Call+Response, and it's taken from a musical term from the United States during 150 years ago during our slave trade. Unfortunately, our slave trade is still happening, but our history books say we took care of it 150 years ago. Call+Response is essentially a musical interaction. It's verse and chorus. It's what we make pop songs out of. And in the States, if you want to make a good, or anywhere really, if you want to make a good song, you can't just have a verse. You have to have a chorus that goes with it. And a chorus means many voices responding. I believe in sensationalism. I believe that we need to make as many bright points as possible, and media is absolutely the perfect tool to do that. But as I take the film around and I show it to mostly young people, I don't fit in that category anymore, but mostly young people, every time I show them the film, the first thing they ask me is, what can I do? What can I do? And sometimes I love being in forums like this, but I think we forget that very operative question. What can people do? We know what we're doing, but we represent a very small minority. The public wants to know what they can do. And I'm here to say that's a very difficult question. You'd think we have an easy answer. Because the problem is, awareness is not action. Awareness is awareness. It's not called awareness, it's called action. Action. So what we did with the film is we made it an interactive film. When you saw the film in the theaters, and it's still in the theaters in the States, Julia Armand, who was a Goodwill ambassador for the UN, is also a fantastic voice in the film. She comes on the screen while you're watching her in the cinema, and she has everyone pull their cell phones out. She looks at the audience, and everyone begins to pull their cell phones out and to begin texting to get involved in the issue. Immediately after, an average viewer would then go to our website, call+response.com, where we built several platforms where people can interact, whether it's supply chain, whether it's awareness, whether it's giving to projects. The first week that the film was out in the States, we built a platform where people can write letters to major companies and basically say, I'm a consumer, you're a producer, I buy your stuff, we have a relationship, we need to talk. 15,000 emails went out the first week that the film was out. And what's great about that is we don't own the process. We give the process away to the viewers, to the public, and let them own it. Give them something to do. And the hope is that they will then become inspired and think of new ideas. Because if there's any one thing that needs to happen here, is that we need to be far more innovative. We have less cash to throw at the problem. We need to be far more innovative and be better with the resources and with the incredible creativity and intellectual acumen that we have here. We need to think of better ways